This is Alex the Beer Master. Welcome to my channel. We are doing WildCard Wednesday. Got the legendary Tanner, and we got the legendary Beerman, and the legendary Andrew. So now I'm going to put you guys, put Tanner up, and then it'll be me. And bam!
All right, what's going on, guys? So today I got another Aslan beer. This is their Power Moves IPA, 5.5%. Pretty cool looking can art. Not really sure what's going on, but this actually did come in a 4-pack, like a little cardboard 4-pack. It was like $12.50 for a 4-pack. Not bad price. I got my Trillium glass here. Crack this open, pour it up.
Right.
Aslan, you guys gotta start putting dates on your cans. They do this. They got this little. I don't know what any of that means. Boo, 70460. So, like to see a date, but it's definitely new because it's fresh on the shelf. So, hopefully, it's. I'm sure it's still good. I'm sure it's not out of date. Definitely would like to see some dates from these guys. Maybe in the future, start to see that. But open the pour.
Oh, that looks delicious.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the infrared starfish I had by them. Kind of the same color. Golden. A little bit of orange. Super hazy, though. Fluffy white head, about 2 fingers ahead. So, yeah, excited to try this. I did have their triple Sensei, and then I had the infrared starfish by them. So, another beer by them. Excited to try. So, cheers, guys.
Cheers. Right. Cheers, Tom.
Yeah. Bam!
Side beer.
What's up, everybody? Cheers. I got a local brewery here in Florida. Not too local, but I mean, they're a few hours away. It's from Hidden Springs Ale Works in collab with Tampa Bay Beer Week. This is called the Upside Down.
Nice.
That looks delicious. The can, anyway.
Can sweating a little bit. So it's a pineapple upside down cake inspired sour ale with lactose and vanilla. ABV. Don't see it on the can. They got the independent sticker though.
That's what you like. That's what we like to see.
So yeah. I talked to Elbow. Elbow said these guys are doing it over there. I've had a few beers from this company. Pretty good.
How's that?
Those aliens in that nice glass, dude.
Oh, that's a beautiful glass. That looks. I watch a YouTuber.
Yeah, man.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I don't know. This looks like a golden honey hazy sour type beer. More traditional style looking sour. Berliner. Hazy Berliner.
Yeah.
It's terrible right now.
That's good.
I think my light's taking a crap. Anyways, yeah.
All right.
Excellent.
Let me get the legendary beer man up.
All right. Cheers, Alex. Thanks for hosting this show tonight. It's good. Thanks for having me here.
Anytime, like I said before. Anytime.
Right on. So I have a collaboration between Von Ebert and Brothers Cascadia Brewing. It's an American hoppy stout. It's 6.5%, and it's called the Black Sabbath kind of thing. So, but yeah, so kind of cool. It's got I don't know what all that is, but Chinook, Centennial, and CTZ. Yeah. So as far as the hops go, let's it was 2/7/22, so 2/7/37, month and a half old in the can. Whoa. Cut my nails recently. A nice medium brown color. Pouring at a good finger head. Nice cocoa color, tan, khaki kind of head. Dark opaque beer or dark brown. It's actually all brown. There's a little ruby trying to start to go through, but it's more of a brown beer. It smells very roasty and very good. Very hoppy too. Wow, nice. That's definitely an American or American stout for sure. American hoppy stout. All right. Cheers, guys.
All right.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Bam. All right. I got the right double nickel, right juicy IPA mango.
Vodka and El Dorado. Hell yeah, dude.
Oh
Very
yeah,
nice. Yeah.
oh yeah, and then it's a dry hop and all that good stuff. So, and it is ABV 7.1 by volume.
Perfect.
Let's pour this up, shall we? Yeah, I've already had one of these before, another one, but that wasn't a mango. I think that was a pineapple. I think that was a pineapple one.
Yeah, I do remember you doing that.
So that was a this is obviously a series. So I'm hoping they'll do other stuff too. They were good so far. All right. That's what that looks like, my friend.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's juicy.
that looks yellow, juicy, nice frothy head. Like at least 2-finger head. Smells good. Good to taste, the smell, all that wonderful things next time around. So let's get the legendary Tanner on.
All right. So a little information.
Go ahead.
It says Power Moves is a low ABV juice bomb. This is an Indian Pale Ale with Chinook, Simcoe, Citra, and Mosaic. Dank, easy drinking, and just what you need to enjoy some warm weather. It says notes formally Power Move. So they added an S to the name. But yeah, gonna go for the aroma. Definitely lemon, pineapple. Not really getting much off the aroma. Maybe some melon, cantaloupe melon.
Hey, Vanessa.
A little bit of earthy floral aroma. Yeah, it's not really like it's not like jumping out at me.
Don's beer reviews. Welcome, my friend.
It smells very citrusy, a little bit of some tropical aspect to it, maybe some grapefruit. But yeah, for the most part, citrusy on the aroma. A little bit of like a hop resin floral aroma, but I'm gonna dive into this one. Looks really good. Definitely looks like something they would do. 5.5%. So I'm guessing this because this is going to be a little bit more of a sessionable IPA. So cheers, guys.
Cheers, Tanner.
That looks so
Cheers,
delicious. That beer.
A little bit of like a earthy, slightly spicy hop on the finish. Definitely a short finish. Very silky smooth mouthfeel, I will say though. Carbonation's kind of light, kind of lacking in carbonation in my opinion. And grapefruit on the finish. Lime on the finish. A little bit of that acidic part finish with this one. It is very juicy. This is definitely more of like a mouthfeel beer. I will say it is very crushable. It's drinkable, but I'm not really getting like a overly complex, juicy, tropical, citrusy flavor like that I usually get with the Aslan beers. It's definitely a little bit more subdued, Excuse me, that is the carbonation.
Yeah.
Pineapple with that earthy note, kind of getting the like papaya. Definitely more citrusy forward though. More of a citrusy beer than tropical. Maybe a little bit of that melon on the palate as well. Pretty straightforward. I think it's more, like I said, it's definitely a more citrusy IPA. I will say though, it's very drinkable. It's very crushable, and that the body on it's great. Besides, like the carbonation is lacking a little bit, in my opinion. But yeah, definitely not bad. I actually really enjoy this. Nice lacing on the glass as well. Aspen does a great job with making beers that look good, so that's definitely a plus. Definitely a very pretty beer.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it looks delicious, Legendary Tanner.
Yeah, it is good. There's a little bit of like a pithy bitterness to it. I would say the IBUs would probably be low. The sweetness is kind of light. It's not much sweetness. It's more of a citrusy, hoppy beer. Not really picking up like any sweetness, like any honey or caramel. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sit on this one for a little bit, maybe come up with some more flavor notes. Maybe I
All
can
right.
some more out of this. But yeah, definitely very drinkable. I will say it's not mind blowing. It's not overly complex, but it is very drinkable and it's very good. So, sometimes an IPA like this is good if you're going to be drinking a decent amount of IPAs. 5.5%. It's kind of low. I mean, like they say, it's more of a sessionable beer, but this is I would say best way to describe this beer is if you went to like a brewery or something and you're hanging out with people and you got like a heavy stout, you got like a double IPA and you're drinking like 10 8%ers and you wanted to have a couple more, but you didn't want to be too messed up while you're hanging out at the bar with people or at the brewery. This would be a great beer to sit there and kind of just hang out and have a few of. So yeah, like I said, next time around, I'll have some more thoughts. So cheers, guys.
All right.
Yes, cheers.
Cheers. All right. Bam.
All right. So, like I said, there was no ABV on the can. I looked it up. Information from Untapped. It's 5.5%. It says 2018 Ultimate Brewer winner, hazelnut and pineapple Berliner Weiss. No IBUs listed. It does. Somebody's smelling on the can a lot too. But it's definitely pineapple. That pineapple lactose and the vanilla, it blends in really good. It's got the smell of like real pineapple. It's not artificial. That you get like the cakey. It's like sweet cake. It almost smells like a pineapple upside down cake when I'm smelling from there. But when I'm smelling out of my glass, I'm getting that hazelnut, like that underlying hazelnut note. And I didn't know that the first time that I drank this beer. I'm like, man, there's something in there that's different. Now that I've looked at it, it's in there. It smells pretty good. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, man. I gotta figure out where beer. You said Beer Man sent you that glass.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out where he got that. I want one of those. Those are cool.
I would like to have one of them too myself.
Yeah,
I've seen a couple of them with other YouTubers.
So it's pretty tart, about medium bodied, pretty spritzy. Pineapple, vanilla, it's juicy. Doesn't dry out real quick. The fruit notes are really good. I'm surprised. And if you're not a big fan of hazelnut, this might be it because it does fade out in the palate. Like I can't even really taste it, but I could smell it on it that it had it in there. Very reminiscent of a pineapple upside down cake, but sour beer. Really not that bad. Easy drinker for 5.5. Pretty tasty. That's about it, man. There's not really much to talk about.
Wow.
Them sours. I can't get in the hop dough. That's what I had, Alex.
All right.
Cheers,
You'd
Mr.
you'd probably like this.
Oh yeah, I like that kind of stuff. You know that. You know that, brother. Hey, you're a legendary beer man.
Is me? Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Yeah, I
It
got the
is me.
legendary Tanner, legendary Andrew, and now it's gonna be me after you.
All right, all right. Let's get into the nose. I'm sorry, burp. Yeah. Ooh, roasty, hoppy, almost like a black IPA, Cascadian ale. It's got a hoppy bite to it. I get oh, what is that? Jam. What I'm getting, man. There's some kind of weird. Well, definitely roasted coffee, like a dark roast coffee. Ooh, slight molasses, maybe. Caramel, molasses, sweet. There's a big sweetness bite in there. It's very sharp. It's got a sharp, hoppy kick to it. All right, we looked at it. Let's drink it. Cheers.
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 Okay, as far as the mouthfeel, creamy, very creamy. Also has a very acrid, dry, roasted, dry, ashy kind of taste to this. Not like the dry I had before though. The one before this show when we did I Like Your Style. It was not like that. There's more sweetness in this. There's more molasses. There's tobacco leaf. There's a baker's chocolate, but it's not like dry. It gives you some sweetness in this midway, and then dries off. So a medium finish. Body is a medium body, 6.5%. Coffee and chocolate is the big ones, but they're very well blended. They're very very balanced, very well balanced beer. It's very fun. There's a lot of hop. There's an earthy kick in the hops. The very earthy hops going on all through the mouth, all up in the palate area. It drifts this bitterness up and around with this floral kind of earthy, hoppy, resinous kind of thing. And it kicks back in the back, and then you get this acrid kind of acidic coffee like dryness, like you just like it, and you get powdery chalk on your dry palate, or excuse me, your hard palate, right in the front there before it gets soft. Yeah, right there. But there's a fruit. It's like chocolate over raspberry. Like a chocolate raspberry jelly candy. Have you ever had those?
A
I
what?
think I've had.
Like they're like 2.5, 3 inches long, and they're covered with chocolate, and it's like a jelly kind of candy that's wrapped around dipped in chocolate.
I think I've had them. They're
It's
soft.
like that. It's soft and it's dark chocolate though, but so you're getting like that sweet chocolatey dryness from the dark chocolate. It's very nice. It's not baker's chocolate. It's more of like a candy dark chocolate. So it's got the sweet in there. It's got those things, but the texture is very dry. Like my mouth is so dry right now. I need to have some water to back this up. But the hops are very spicy, very resinous, very poppy in the beer, kind of like that. I get the raspberry chocolate in the finish so much when I do that and get my saliva back in my throat. I get that chocolate raspberry in the finish. This is interesting. This is a very good beer. It's like a black IPA but stout.
So it's a black IPA crossed
It's not-
over into a stout, kind of like.
It feels like it. I mean, they don't say that, but it definitely feels that way. Yeah, in a stout way, like a stout IPA or something like that.
You know what?
An SPA,
They might exist then. Stout IPAs. You might be right on that.
a stout PA,
Like it's that tropical. I've had
Or an
some tropical type
Indian
that
stout.
are like that. And
Yeah.
they're more hoppy and
I would call this an IS. It's in is.
Yeah,
Welcome one.
that's cool.
Cheers, man.
As long as it's called Ipis.
All right.
Ipis.
So
I
let's
piss.
see.
As long as it's not ISIS.
I piss. Would you consider it an I piss?
ISIS. Okay. I don't know if we're a band, but I hope not. I don't know. I gotta have fun. So that's what the world's all about. Should be fun. I'm gonna be
Should.
drinking right, and it's a
Hope it's right.
it's a what's called double nickel brewing, juicy IPA, mango, and so I'm looking forward to. I've already drank one of these the other day, and they're pretty darn good. So try to grab this while you can, if you can, in New Jersey, if you are. Let's see if this is what it looks like. Nice frothy head at one point, but now it's just like an orange juice kind of look now. Nice and hazy. That's what you like. Let's see what it smells like. Smells like a mango or something like that, or a little bit of fruitiness, like it's supposed to be. A little bit of sweetness. Oh yeah, if you just put your nose, even breathe it in, you can smell that dankness now. All right, let's see what this tastes like, shall we? Cheers.
Alex.
Cheers, man.
Mangoes.
Cheers to mangoes.
Perfect. Has a dryness because it's a New England IPA or whatever it may be. A lot of mango. The mouthfeel is nice and juicy. A good sweetness because mango is sweet. And mango is like a meaty kind of fruit, which I kind of like that. It's pretty tasty. That sounds weird, but good flavor though. That is very tasty. So all you can taste, you have the sweetness, a little dankness, mango, all that good stuff, and it lingers. It has a great, pleasant linger taste to it afterwards. Very delicious.
That sounds good.
It's just a all around delicious beer. We'll see what kind of rating I'm going to give it next time around, but let me see if there's any other flavors. No.
Sure, man.
No other flavors. But it's perfect. It's a perfect round beer. It's perfect. It doesn't dry your mouth out too much. So that's also good. So that's why I like these juicy beers. I don't like the dryness, but also I like it that it's, a little dry, but not too dry because I like it to be fresh and delicious.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, this beer is very delicious. I'll tell you this. It's a good summer beer.
Poolside.
That is a good summer beer. What were you going to say?
I said poolside.
Yeah. I think that would be wonderful because it's nice and juicy, very tasty. It's mango-y. It's just a perfect blend. Not too much mango, but enough mango to enjoy. I mean, that's what you want. You don't want it to be bland. Like, for instance,
Got that right.
it's another brewery. I always get in these tantrums, but hey, It's fun for me anyway, as long as it's fun for you guys. But what I always said, you know that coconut beer that I got from what's it called? What is it called? Jug Handle. It's supposed to be vanilla and coconut, and roasted coconut, but it didn't have any coconut at all. I did not taste not one coconut. Now, but if I got the candy, that beer from what's it called? Dogfish Head. I got that a couple of times. It was called the Irish Potato Candy. That was coconut spot on.
Oh man.
Yeah. So, or at least coconut for me. So this is kind of like that. Spot on. Very delicious mango. Plenty of mango flavor. That's what you want in a beer.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it does, dude.
Now,
You want what it says, man.
Right.
That label
Yeah.
says that you better be in there.
Now, don't get me wrong.
hey,
I'll
Alex,
show you something else.
Alex, is it brewed with mangoes or is it just from the hops?
It should be brewed with mangoes because this is a
Okay.
mango beer, but I don't know for a fact. We'll have to look that up off air or
On
whatever.
the back of the can again?
Sure.
You see?
Shows nothing but mangoes.
Double nickel, they're right.
Juicy IPA with mangoes. So yeah, they probably add mangoes to it.
Hmm.
All right. Again, you know
And
what
mango
else?
flavored hops.
Yeah, so that could do
Yes.
well. I don't know, but like
True.
for instance, this beer here, that does not taste like an Irish
Irish
potato.
potato.
That did
what,
not
white
taste like.
stout?
White stout.
Oh,
Yeah.
those can be gimmicky as fart.
But you know what? I liked it because it tasted like
Oh,
Apple Jacks. So when it didn't taste like an Irish,
Oh,
yeah.
that sounds kind of good. I like apple jack.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
at least that's what it tastes like to me. So,
Hmm.
so you know, if it doesn't have that actual taste, and if it has another taste to my taste buds, and I like it,
Hmm.
so be it. Good for you.
It's all
Axe-
about you, dude.
Yeah. Axe,
go.
I think it's Axe Arrow. Yeah, Axe Arrow. Brewing. I love that beer. That was delicious. So that's it for me. I'll give my rating and stuff like that next time around. And I just don't know why I get myself in in those rants. Hey, you gotta have fun. Let's see. shall we? All right, legendary tenor.
So I will say, first impression, the nose wasn't really opening up to me. This is definitely one of those beers that needs to aerate. Once it gets a little bit of oxygen in it, the nose starts to envelop a lot more. It's like a bouquet of flavors afterwards. It's very juicy, citrusy. The dank, earthy, floral aspect of the beer starts to really pop. It honestly smells like a double. It's got the juicy, citrusy, dank aroma of like a double or like an 8% or something, and it's only 5.5. The palate, I noticed the carbonation afterwards because the upfront initial flavor is very like silky smooth and like easy going, very drinkable, and then you notice the carbonation in the back end after you keep sipping on it. The finish is actually a decent finish for just an IPA, like a lower ABV IPA. It leaves that like nice hop resin on your tongue after drinking the beer. The only flavor note that I'm kind of getting other than the ones that I said before was like a little bit of peach. I noticed a bit of peach. This is a very good beer. 5.5%. You could easily drink that 4-pack in one sitting. You know, you could easily have 4 of these back to back. It's really good for a rating for this one. I'm just gonna go out and say I'll give this beer like a 96. It's great. It's a little bit lower in ABV, which some people, I know a lot of people, they like to have IPAs at least like 6 or 6.5, 7. But if you want something that is very drinkable, it's not crazy ABV, like say we're hanging out and stuff, and you don't want to hammer through these 8%ers and you just want something you can sit back, chill, have a good time, this is one of those beers. So yeah, 96 out of 100 for this. Super drinkable, very juicy, tropical, dank, earthy. I'm gonna give this like a for a Cyclops scale. I'll give it like a 4 out of 5. There is a lot of hop resin bitterness left on your tongue, but it's also juicy, tropical, citrusy enough to where you're after you get that lingering bitterness, you take another sip. It's like you just want to keep sipping it. It's like you get that bitterness and then you sip it again and it's juicy and tropical. Then you get that bitterness and you want to just keep sipping it. So I will say it's a very good beer. And yeah, don't like me personally. In the past, I've looked at lower ABV beers and I'm like, oh, I don't really want that. It's probably going to be too light. It's going to be sessionable. It's not going to be flavorful. This is a great example of something that has a low ABV, but it's still competing with something like that's in the 7% range. So yeah, 96 out of 100. And if you guys see this, it's called Power Moves by Aslan. I definitely recommend picking it up and trying it out for yourself. And maybe you'll have the same opinion. Maybe you'll think it's too light for you, but I think it's really good. And like I said, I definitely think it would compete with some of these higher ABV hitters. So cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Definitely impressed with this beer. I will say my initial thought would be impressed. So
All right,
All
man.
right. Awesome
Cool.
beans. Bam.
Whoa.
Well, all right.
you scared them.
So, I think I've had this beer twice already, and I had mixed opinions about it. Now I'm having it tonight, and it's really come around, I guess. I don't know. I'm really getting those real pineapple on the nose flavor. The vanilla's working good with it. Like I said, it did have, like, when I initially poured it, like, malty-wise, it smelled like a pineapple upside-down cake. And I went on Untapped, 5.5%, and they said it has hazelnut in it too, which I think rounds out at the end. If it starts to get a little warm, brings a little more depth to it. You get a little bit more of the flavor of it. This is pretty good. Like I said, it won a gold 2008 Ultimate Brewer winner. That's what it says on Untapped. That's what, 4 years ago. Doesn't mean anything, but pretty good. Not bad. I would probably send you guys one of these, but I wouldn't expect it to rub. It's hard because we've had those smoothie sours, but this is really good. It's
But-
like a traditional, like Berliner almost.
So, Legendary Andrew, why do you think I would like it though?
Because it tastes great.
And I love drinking
Like
that
a
kind of stuff.
pineapple upside down cake. It smells like one. I'm pretty sure.
And it tastes like
that. Yeah. With
And you
little
said
bit
doughy
of-
too. You had some doughy stuff coming out of that too, like the cakey stuff, or
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. I mean, thanks to you
I'd
too.
probably, I guess I'd stick it at, I'm going to put it at a 94.
Ooh,
Excellent, man.
For not one of those heavy, but I got to get out of that too. I got to start thinking about these kind of things. Even though they're, let's say they're same style, they're on two totally different levels. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the regular fruited Berliners and sours like these compared to your Trekker, Mortalis, all those. It's a little bit different. I do like these because they are traditionally more sour tart.
Yep.
so you don't think
I like those too, actually. I like going back and forth on the sours.
Yeah,
So
I saw another Mortalis today besides the two that I bought. I bought two different ones. I haven't had one yet, but I saw another one today. It was their Snowball Dream. It's supposed to taste like the Snowball, like that. What are they, like freeze pops or something? Snowball? I don't know. I was reading the back of it. I wasn't really too familiar with it, so I wanted to.
interesting.
But still, I think they're like $25 for a 4-pack.
Product, isn't it?
What's that?
Isn't that a Hostess product? Like a
Snowball?
Yeah, it
that
is.
cake?
I thought it was. Yeah.
I think they're talking more like those, like the ices. It's like the Snowball Ices, I think. It said something about like syrupy. I'll have to look it up.
Well, we'll have to look it up. So, all right. So, legendary Andrew, you're golden. Let's get the
Yeah,
legendary.
94. Not
All
bad.
right.
Cheers.
Bam.
Man, this beer was good. Talk about American. I mean, this is Westy, like American. Hardcore Cascadian stout, American stout. I would call this a CAS or something like that, or an IS, like I said. What did I mean? India stout, Indian stout, or I don't know. This has definitely got that pull. It had it had all the things that you would want in a stout, but they were punctuated so much more like Americans like to do. You know, it's like that, just jarring, like, wow,
Cheers,
that's a
guys.
stout, man. You know, it's got like this crazy hardcore chocolate, dry chocolate, bakersy, chocolatey, semi-sweet chocolate, actually. It had that coffee. It had the roasted yumminess. I mean, I like the roasted thing, but I like it even more when it is cooked up with some hops. I love that shit. And they were spicy floral hops. They were nice, you know, it rounded out around all that acridness and like totally made it this beautiful like flower in the middle of it all, you know? Like it was so drinkable. Like I want to drink, I'm savoring it. I really like this. I want to see if he has more of them. It's drinkable. It's 6.5. It's drinkable. I can have this all day. Well, not all day. Probably half a day or something. But
Join if you want, Robert. It is wild card.
Get it, Beer.
Appreciate you. Everybody on here.
I'll do it. I'm gonna do 95 out of 100 on this for sure. It's definitely a mid A plus. I stress plus. Could have gone 96.7 if I wanted, but I'm gonna go keep it on the mid. 95 out of 100 for this. So, cheers, guys. Right on.
All right.
Very happy with this.
We had some great scores today. So let's see what my score is going to be. Shall we?
Oh, boy.
100.
Let's see. I'll give it a 99.
All right. Wow, dude.
Let me rephrase that.
Wow.
You were going to say 100.
You threw us all off a little bit.
Yeah, you can call it whatever you want. I was just making.
You know what? I think for the time being, I think it's very delicious. I think the right mango,
99.
100.
All right. Good. World class mango.
Well, I mean,
Yumminess.
as of this moment, this is 100. We'll see about the next series of this.
Alex, do you remember having the 1985 from New Belgium? The mango hazy?
I don't think I ever had that. Did I?
So good, Alex.
I wish they would just sell it in 12 packs again.
I think I did a review on that one.
Well,
It was really good.
if I get the 1985 hazy, I'll see if you guys want to do examination. I think that'll be good.
I hope they'll sell it again. I haven't seen it, so
Well, if
maybe
I
it's
find
seasonal.
So, all right. Well, we did our little shot. We did our not shout out.
100.
Wait a minute, Alex. We've done our little what's it called, ratings. I think it's time for Legendary Tanner to talk about his shout outs and then everybody else's. Appreciate you.
All right, cheers. So the beer that I was talking about was actually Tiger's Blood Snowball. Snowball Tiger's Blood Dream. So it's like the snow cones. You guys remember snow cones and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Based off of that. Yeah, I had to look it up. But so shout outs for me. So tomorrow I'll be doing my first liquor inspired live stream. Show, liquor inspired show live stream. It's gonna be called Will It Mix. Bring any type of liquor you want, and mix it with any kind of beverage. You could probably do like a hard seltzer if you really wanted to. You could do like a hard cider or something. So you could do a liquor mixed with another type of like malt beverage or something like that. It's kind of wild card. Bring whatever you want. Yeah, so that's tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Saturday, I'll be doing my live beer community beer reviews. So bring a beer.
Break that beer.
Yep, rate that beer. So, yeah, bring any beer you want. It doesn't have to be a new one to you. It could be something you've already had before you just want to talk about. So, yeah, that's Saturday, 8 p.m. And shout outs for other people. I'll shout out John Anilli. Normally does Stout Sunday, 10:30 p.m. So go check him out. And also shout out Bumpy Road Brewery. New Brew, 8 p.m. Bring a new beer that you haven't had before on Monday. So cheers. And thanks for having me, Alex. And I'll leave some room for everybody else to shout out some other people. I don't want to sit here and shout everybody out. I could sit here and shout everybody out, but I'll definitely leave some room for everybody else.
Okay, my friend. That's fine. Right.
Cheers, Dan.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. All right, legendary Andrew.
Shout outs for me. Thursday, 8:00 tomorrow. Another Thursday night beer session. I got some products in the fridge. We'll just review a few in succession. I picked up some Collective Arts Origins of Darkness series. I think I'm going to hook up with Josh and do a couple examinations in the near future. You can check out, right after my show, you can check out Leprechaun TV for the hot seat, barbecue banter, interviews, all kinds of things he does over there, giveaways. Good channel, good dude. Go check him out. So, yeah, that's it. Cheers, guys.
All right.
Thanks to Alex
Cheers.
for filling in for Massachusetts beer reviews.
Well, I would do that to all my people, Beerman, all my YouTube friends. If that's what they need, I will be there to do it.
Cool. That's good to know.
I mean, that's what a friend is for. You hang out with that friend, but you also help them out because they're cool beings.
Heck yeah, dude. We try to all help each other out here.
Oh yeah. We try our best, my brother.
Yeah. Well, Beer and Cheese Tuesday is going to be a mixture of 6 different styles you can pick from. I'm trying to change it up so it's easier for people to find stuff. Some are rare, some are not. It'd be a pale ale, an oatmeal stout, a Flanders red, a Helles Bock, a West Coast IPA, or a German Pilsner. And you can get that picture on the end of the show if you want to go do a snapshot of it. If you want to bring a beer from that 6, 8 o'clock Eastern for Beer and Cheese, bring a cheese of choice that goes with that style or doesn't go with that style. Either or. Heck yeah. No F-bombs, beer man. I won't say the F word.
Hey, Beerman, we're a beer channel. We can say whatever we want.
Fuck.
No, Mark.
Okay.
That's funny.
What'd you say?
I think that's from last night.
Wednesday was a spontaneous one because I forgot to find a picture.
Wow.
So we're gonna go with Bob Ross as the picture for your put into your imagination Bob Ross with the big hair and the art, and bring a beer style that pertains to that picture in your head of Bob Ross. Imagine, do a lot of imagining and really think about it. Take some mushrooms, do some acid. I don't know, like get really psychedelic with this one. But let's bring it at 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Eastern on Wednesday next week.
Hey,
And then
Oh no, I was just gonna add to your Wednesday show and say I guess a good way to interpret that would be to find the coolest can art you could find.
That would work. Paint, lots of color, paint. Think art, artsy fartsy.
You
Just
talking about next Wednesday?
next Wednesday show. So bring anything. It could even be like on the fruit side, like a lot of like colors. So I'm thinking like juicy beers, and not saying Ross was like gay guy or anything. Not that it matters, but I'm just saying.
Does it
But
have to be like this kind of beer too? I mean, when you're talking about kind of colors, I mean, I'll get more. I'll try to get
well,
more.
if it's a juicy hazy beer,
No,
that
this is not a
definitely-
juicy hazy beer, so I'll have to get that. Thank you.
What I want is
That was
for
a cool
people
can art,
to determine in their own minds what that beer is and bring that style to the table. I just throw pictures up, and it's up to you to determine what you want to get. I don't set any rules. I just give you a picture, and that's my only rule.
I'll look for a New England hazy IPA with color art on it.
Whatever you think in your mind when you look at Bob Ross. He's dead, by the way.
Yeah, it doesn't have to
Why'd
be.
you say he's dead?
Yeah, he rest in peace. He died. He
Well, I was
passed
saying,
away.
Alex, it doesn't have to be a specific style, just whatever you interpret that picture as.
He was a great artist. So think art.
Oh yes, there was TV shows about him. He did shows before he passed away. Yeah,
But that's it.
Yeah.
Wednesday. Video coming out tomorrow. I have scheduled. Look out for that review. I forgot what time. Like 6 o'clock Eastern, I think. So yeah, there you go. Cheers, man. Thanks, Alex.
Cheers.
Appreciate you guys.
Cheers, beer man.
Like I said, I enjoyed going live. I will go live every day if
I like live too. It's fun.
Yeah, I like it.
I love it. So, well, my shout outs. We're going to be doing Food Friday. We're going to be doing anything on crackers and Bloody Marys at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So, I don't know what we're going to do for the following Friday, but we'll figure it out. We always do, don't we?
Yep.
So, I always seem to manage to find a show, another thing anyway. So, that last Food Friday was freaking amazing. We might do bacon chip buddies one Friday, French fries and all that, but we won't do that for a while because we already did chip buddies. But that's a good idea. Maybe in the future, later in the future. But yeah.
Excellent.
So we'll figure out for what we're going to do for the following Friday. But until then, this Friday we're going to be having some things on crackers and Bloody Marys. So enjoy that. So let's get back to normal here. Everybody's done their shout outs. Bam. Thank you, ma'am. Bam. All right, we're good. All right. So, thank you, chat. Let me do this real quick for you.
Cheers, Josh. Kyle. Cheers, Kyle. Cheers, whiskey. Mark.
So, and my favorite thing is, and as you know, Tanner is my favorite thing. Is that before I do that,
I'm your favorite thing?
No, going when I do the
You're
spin,
privileged,
the
dude.
spin off. You know
It's
what
a
I'm talking about?
privilege.
When I do my sign out. That's my favorite
Appreciate
thing.
it, Alex.
You know what I'm talking about. Appreciate you. I love it. That's what I love about jokes around here. Gotta have fun.
Gotta go get your leash now.
There we go. This is Alex Beermaster. Before we do that, thank you, legendary beer man. Thank you, legendary Andrew. And thank you, legendary Tanner. So this is Alex Beermaster. And we will see you all on the next live stream, next video. It's Alex Beermaster signing out.
Out.
Woo! Welcome to it. Cheers, everybody.
We're signing out, man.